I'm telling you, it was an Olympic performance. She weaved and bobbed and ducked, and every time I opened my trap.
Well, maybe you didn't say the right thing.
Well, look, I said everything but the oath of allegiance. There was nothing else left to say.
Well, I mean, I'm just stunned. I can hardly believe it.
This morning I said, when I get home, no more ifs and buts and ands.
That's nice. You gave her an ultimatum then, did you?
Yeah, I said, later on, it's come clean or ante up. I said, ante up or else.
Or else? Oh, that's lovely. Lovely wording. I love that. It's nice.
Words to that effect.
Yeah, very nice. Well, you know, I'm surprised that she behaved like that, but I would have avoided the issue in the same circumstance.
You trying to make me feel good?
I didn't. Well, okay, maybe it is unrequited love. I don't know.
It's going to stay unrequited too, I think.
I'm very pleased, though.
Oh, what?
I'm pleased that finally one of you faced up to it.
I did the facing. Nobody else. It was a majority of one.
Well, you usually like women that are hard to get, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not this hard to get.
I think I should talk to her, maybe.
I don't need you butting into my problems, if you don't mind.
No, you do such a good job of it yourself.
Besides, you have enough frustration behind those blue eyes. No, they're brown, aren't they? Yeah. Gee, wrong person.
I thought you known me.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. It's just...
Can't be easy having to face the mob like that.
No, it's not. It's,
How was Duke when you last spoke to him?
He was all right. I think the deposition will be finished today.
Yeah, but what about the testimony?
I don't know about that yet. But I think that the DA would be a fool if he didn't put him on the stand.
Of course, he's their star witness.
Yeah. I just wish that they would tell him, you know, so then we'd know whether we need to take the next step or not.
Well, I don't profess to be an expert on your husband, but from what I do know of him, he's not going to put his family and personal happiness below everything. He loves you all too much to sort of create any unnecessary jeopardy.
Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
The Jerome attorney tried to get his teeth into you a couple of times, but you handled it well.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I hope you've got enough to put behind bars. Well, now,
Duke, there's something I need to talk to you about.
The trial?
We wanted to try and spare you as much anguish as possible, but I'm afraid we will need you in court.
Somehow I had that feeling already.
I'm sorry. I'll be in touch in a couple of days to give you the details. Take care of yourself. We'll do everything we can to make sure you and your family are safe.
I'm sure you will. Thank you. Did you check the next available flight to Port Charles?
Yes, sir, Mr. Lavery, but we couldn't find 3 seats together until a late-night flight. Guess you'll have some time to kill.
Well, how about single seat?
You're supposed to have a security escort.
Listen, all I want to do is get to the airport and go home. My wife's going through hell at the moment. I'm sure you understand.
Least we could do is drive you to the airport.
That will be necessary. I'm fine on my own. Thank you very much.
Grand jury briefing will be at 7. 7 sharp. Now try and arrange a meeting with Dino Antonelli and Tim Barnett. That's their testimony could put Olivia St. John away for life. That's right. Good. Okay, right. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Well, I'm glad to see so many things are going so well for you.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like a nice one of those downhill runs.
Mm-hmm, right into the governor's mansion.
Oh, why stop there? There's a nicer view at the White House.
The White House? Well, President Baldwin, when are you going to find time for me? A little time?
One of these days.
One of these days?
Dr. Davis.
Yes, talk to you for a second.
Glad you made it in.
Well, I had a phone call this morning to remind me.
I'm sorry about that, but you know how it is when a lawyer's preparing his case.
No, but I'm learning.
Look, I want to get a statement from you about Olivia St. John, and if you could maybe sort of slant it towards her mental stability.
Slanted? Does that mean, like, make it up?
Oh, no. I'm not asking you to do anything unethical. I just want your opinion on what her future mental state might be.
See whether she's capable of standing trial.
Exactly. You know, without an accused, we have no trial. Oh, wait. Tom, how are you? Come here, sir. Good day, Randy. This is my lucky day today.
Harrison? Tom? What do you want, Scott?
I would like an expert opinion on Olivia St. John.
Seems like your area of expertise, Doctor.
Oh, don't be so modest, Harrison. Your own expertise covers a much wider field than just surgery.
Well, you both can help, you know. I mean, if we can, we need some evaluations on Olivia St. John's present condition and, you know, something written down for the grand jury.
I think we can handle that.
Good. And it would help a lot if you could sort of convince the grand jury that she is capable of standing trial. You know what I mean?
Look, I don't know about Mr. Hardy here, but my intentions are to write exactly what I observed.
You'll get the same from me, Scott. No more, no less.
Good. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Is that all, Mr. Baldwin?
Yeah, that's it. Listen, Dr. Davis, I want to tell you something. You know, I'm not in this for my own benefit on this case, you understand?
Is that right?
Olivia St. John caused a lot of my friends a lot of trouble.
So that gives you a personal stake in this whole outcome.
Yeah, I just want a quick end to this whole ordeal. Don't you?
Right on time.
Yes, sir.
You make the delivery?
No problems.
What about the DeGlavery matter?
When he puts his hand in his overcoat pocket, he'll get the message.
All right, nice piece of work.
I've got a bonus for you. Some reporters were interviewing Scott Baldwin at the hospital. I taped it.
I would very much like to hear what Mr. Baldwin has to say.
Exactly. She well enough to stand trial. How should I know? I'm a lawyer, not a doctor.
Well, has the doctor given permission for her to stand trial?
I don't need permission to prosecute a criminal.
Scott, come on, let's get out of here. We don't have to talk to you.
Reporters write nice big headlines.
Look, what is Victor Jerome's involvement in all this?
Exactly. Victor Jerome will have his own trial, but I'm sure he'll be prominently involved in his daughter's trial.
You sound confident, Mr. Baldwin.
You, sir? Well, you know, if you got a winning hand, you might as well just push all the chips
Oh, so you
right
don't...
into the pot, right?
You don't anticipate a long trial?
No, I don't. I think the grand jury will hand down a nice, quick indictment.
Well, what about Commissioner Scorpio?
Yeah, what about?
Well, it's a well-known fact that you and Commissioner Scorpio don't particularly get along, especially after you prosecuted his ex-wife.
That's right. Yeah, but you know, that's sort of water under the bridge. See, Commissioner Scorpio and I are working very closely.
All right.
That's it. I'm sorry. Don't...
He's very ambitious, our Mr. Scott Baldwin.
Seems to be.
Wants to run for district attorney of Port Charles. Would you believe it? Eventually for governor of the state.
So they say.
Only that takes money. Lots and lots of money.
And friends in the right places.
Unfortunately, Mr. Baldwin is neither.
He makes peanuts as an assistant DA.
Yes. People don't like the idea of their public servants making too much money. I feel sorry for Mr. Baldwin and his lofty ambitions. I think he needs help from his friends, whoever they might be. After all, we have to make sure that justice is done in our courtrooms, no matter who's on trial.
Even Olivia?
She's my daughter. My blood, never forget that.
No, sir.
She has no memory of the past. Perhaps it is God's way of protecting her from the terrible things she did to the family and to Anna Lavery. Olivia must never come to trial.
There are 2 police guards stationed outside her hospital room around the clock.
She must never come to trial.
It would be very difficult for anyone to get past them.
Never come to trial.
Mr. Lavery, you forgot your coat.
Oh, thank you very much. I must have been in more of a rush than I thought.
Oh, it certainly seemed that way to me.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome.